Hey guys, welcome to Brickstars. As we wrap up 2024, we wanted to take this moment to show off our collection as it sits at the end of the year. 2024 was a great year for LEGO collecting. We've acquired a lot of new sets. We've reworked our displays a little bit, added some new shelves, got some older sets as well, and we really wanted to just show our collection, talk about our favorite themes, some of the minifigures that we like, and give you a feel for how we have it displayed. Keep in mind, please, this isn't our full collection. We do have some things in storage. As most LEGO collectors know, room is always a commodity. So let's dive right into it and start it off. One of our favorite themes and one of our most prized shelves is the castle lineup. So here's a quick look at the different castle sets that we have and a close-up. This is a little village scene that we've created with the Medieval Town Square set, one of our favorite sets that was released this year. We've done some modifications and add-ons with this villagers fruit and vegetable stand, a pottery stand. We've gotten a lot of new Wolfpack Knights. We built a little statue there for the town square, and really happy with what we've done here. We would like to tie it in with the old medieval market village somehow, if we had a shelf that was wide enough, but this is a shelf that shows off some of those older LEGO castle sets that are really rare and we're excited to have in our collection. So this is kind of a market scene that we've created. You see we have the old blacksmith shop on the right here, and then the medieval village in the center, and a couple minifigures that we've collected over the years. And then on the top shelf here, we've got the Kingdoms Joust set. This is a set where we're planning on expanding and adding more knights to kind of have a little tournament of knights, so stay tuned for that video. But here we've got the display of the king and the joust set that we think is a great looking set. And up top, we've got the Lion Knights castle with a bunch of other knights. You see we have our Dragon Knights here, the Black Falcons, a lot of Lion Knights, and the castle itself, we like displaying it in the wide format. It just looks so grand. And on the right here, we have the Creator 3-in-1 castle. We plan on getting a couple more shelves there for additional castle sets in 2025. But that's a look at the majority of our castle sets that we keep behind the glass doors. And then on the bottom here, we have some more castle sets. On the left here, we have the Dungeons and Dragons set with all the different collectible minifigures. We've gotten the full set. Some of them are displayed here, some we have in other spots, but still need to do some reworking with that section. And then these medieval buildings that we plan to build a new one in 2025. We have our bakery mock that we've also released a video out on to match the style of the medieval blacksmith. One of our favorite sets. We've gotten a lot of Black Falcon minifigures to go along with it. And this is a non-LEGO set that we have, but it ties in really nice with these ones, the same roof technique and Tudor style architecture. So really nice display here. These are kind of big sets to fit in with the medieval town and medieval village. So we like displaying them on their own here, but we think they look great. And with the minifigures, there's just a lot of life and a lot of cool scenes that you can create with these sets. So that's pretty much it for our castle, except for our Forestmen mock, the large Forestmen Lake Fortress that we've built and have a video out on as well. Actually, this is a mock that we built a couple years ago now, but it's the largest mock we've built to date, so we've kept it on display because Forestmen are one of our favorite factions, and we've got a dedicated Forestmen space with the Dragon Knights and Hobbits as well. But in general, this corner of the room is where the Forestmen are, and we have some of the original old Dark Forest and Forestmen sets and some newer sets. There's the Bricklink Castle in the Forest set and some of our mocks as well that we've created over the years. So I like having these sets up top because the tree branches are really easy to appreciate when you're in the room and can look at these sets from below. And we've got some shelves on top here with our Wolfpack mock and some space sets that we're probably going to rework in 2025. And that leads us to our modulars. So this is a shelf that is packed with sets. We're big time fans of the modular series. And as you can see, we've maxed out this shelf. So we're going to need to figure something out for the 2025 modular that's coming out in a couple days here. And we still have a couple modulars in our storage that are unbuilt, like the garage and the construction site from the Brickling series. So we do like the way this street looks. You can see we have the Parisian Hotel here at the end with the museum beside it, the jazz club, the police station, Assembly Square, the old bookstore, and a Parisian restaurant on this end. So we try to kind of display the minifigures in front. We've added in some collectible minifigures that work, a bunch of police officers in front here and the detective. So if we had more room, we'd probably change some things up, but we think we fit a lot of modulars on here and have a lot of cool scenes. So right below the modulars is one of our favorite classic themes, and that's the Ninja Wave. And there is a couple Ninjago sets here that we thought do tie in nicely with some of these old ninja sets, like this temple and this tower here in the back. We do have plans to modify those and make them match the old ninja style a bit more, but for now they're just on display there alongside their predecessor ninja sets. So these are vintage from the 90s classic ninja sets, some of our favorite sets. I just love the flags and colors and the different factions that came with these ninjas. And you can see on this side we have kind of the red and white ninjas, and then the old blue samurais. One of my favorite minifigures is this guy because he's pretty rare with the green headpiece. I think all the other guys had either gray or red, and he came only in this big set. So that's a pretty rare minifigure. And this horse barding is another really rare piece that we love to show off in our collection. So that's our ninja lineup. Probably we get Ninjago sets if there's one that ties in with this, but we've also kind of reached capacity for the ninja shelf. Down below the ninjas, we have our Western theme, and this is probably our favorite theme overall. If you know us and if you've seen our page, we love to take photos of the Western sets. Here we have the latest Brickling General Store that we think is a beautiful set, and I think there's a couple other sets coming out from this designer that we're eager to get in our collection. And we've mixed this with some of the Lone Ranger sets as well. You can see some of those minifigures and the stagecoach there. But really, the old school Lego Western sets are probably our favorite sets. They're so simple and pure, but very iconic and a lot of nostalgia in those sets. So we've got the Gold City Junction and the Sheriff's Office there. And then we have a slightly modified version of Fort Legorito here in the corner. We're lucky enough to have a couple copies of Fort Legorito, so we've expanded it a little bit, and we do have more plans to expand it a bit more, but again, when we have more room. And below the cowboy western section, we have the bandits and the Native Americans. So here we have the two mines, one from the Lone Ranger, one from the original Lego Gold Mine. I like having them side by side there with some of the new cavalry soldiers. And then we've got our Native American section, which has an updated Chiefs teepee set, but some of those old Western native sets that we just love the printing, the teepees, the minifigures. Love having this on display. And when we're setting up our room and our collection, what we try to keep in mind is that these sets don't have a lot of detail like the Forestmen sets. So putting them on a top shelf, you almost lose that appreciation for those details. Whereas the Forestmen sets, you can see the trees even when they're up on the shelf. So this one we like to keep on the lower shelf so you can see the printing of the base plates, these studs, the printed horses, just some beautiful, beautiful scenes that we have for the Native Americans. And my girlfriend likes to play a joke on me from time to time and position minifigures in the wrong sections. So you can see Dobby's hanging out with the Native Americans there. But I let it go. So that's this side of the room. And then on the other side, below the Forestmen, we have our pirate section, which we've just recently completed El Dorado Fortress, which has been a long time coming. But up above, we have Barracuda Bay, of course, one of the most iconic sets that LEGO's released recently. You can see we haven't gotten to putting the sails on it yet. We are constantly fighting with dust, so I thought it better just to keep them off until I get that sorted. And then we've got some Monkey Kid and Ninjago stuff here that we've planned to convert to the Islanders theme eventually. We've kind of done that with this this Ninjago set here that we've put some Islander minifigures and added some palm trees. But this is another work in progress where we want to make kind of an updated Islanders mock that goes along with the Pirates of Barracuda Bay. And down below, we've got, again, Fort El Dorado. This is a new shelf we've acquired to expand on our pirate lineup. You can see we've got the Ominous Isle ready to go. That's probably going to be our next build, and see how we tie that in. And then some of the city stuff that we have as well. This is the jungle lineup from this year that is a great wave. We always like to support LEGO when they release amazing in-house themes like this. So to get a couple new animal molds, beautiful colors, the tiger, we went and got the whole set, and we've got some other jungle stuff that we'll show you here in a little bit. But going over to this section, we have a couple of our ships on top. So as we rework the pirate display, we'll probably add the pirate ship and this Imperial Armada ship down with the rest of the pirates. And below that, we have our condensed adventures display. The adventures are one of our favorite themes, and we do have some more adventure sets kind of in storage and just in our parts collection. But with the shelving situation, we figured having a condensed, almost modded and mocked version of the temple there worked best. So we've kind of mixed Pharaoh's Quest and the original adventures, but we think they tie in pretty nicely together. Below that, we've got the Vikings and the Viking ship and the Viking village there. We also were able to source some of the older Viking minifigures to add to the population of the Viking town. This is another set that we'd like to get a second copy of and expand the town and really grow this display. But for now, we're happy with how it turned out. I just love the different Viking minifigures. I think they all tie in really great together. One of our favorite minifigures is this collectible Viking minifigure, a very rare minifigure. And below that, we have the old bait shop. So this is more of a modern theme. You'll notice a lot of our collection is old castle, western, ninja. We're definitely fans of those 90s sets, but occasionally we do like some of the modern stuff. And here we've got the old bait shop displayed with a couple boats and some beach sets. And we do have the Bricklink, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but there's another very similar set coming out that we plan to add to this side of the display when we receive that. Below that, we have our Christmas themed sets. So we got into the Christmas Village sets a bit late. We don't have a lot of the early ones, which I would have loved to have, but we do love the Elf Clubhouse and the Alpine Lodge. Those are the two that we have on display here, and they both have their light kits that sometimes at Christmas will turn on, and it adds a bit of detail to those sets. And then these two shelves are still a work in progress, but we have kind of a semi-adventures, Indiana Jones, and then Jurassic Park shelf. We like to buy these dinosaurs because when they stop selling them, they kind of go up in price, and we do want to have them in our collection at some point. So we get the Jurassic Park sets. And then some more city stuff down here with these regular city market sets and construction sets. And this is where we plan on putting the crane that we have yet to build, but is one of our favorite sets of 2024, along with the construction modular, perhaps. I think that'll work nicely here. So these two shelves, like I said, are still a work in progress, but everything's a work in progress. We're always updating and building out new things. So real quick, within our storage, we've got a bunch of sets that are honestly too closely packed, but we do plan on improving their display. We've got some of the shows that we love, like Seinfeld and Friends up there, and then the Arctic series, and we still have a lot of sets not built from this. So the large Arctic ship we have in storage, and a couple other sets, but we do have different generations of Arctic, everything from the original Arctic to the one where they had the mammoth, and then the latest Arctic series, which we thought was another slam dunk by Lego. And then down below, I noted we have the jungle series. So we've got the full wave of jungle sets, and we have the full wave of the city. I think they were the safari themed sets. We just love when they give us new animal molds, the lions, the elephants, the baby elephants. A couple of those helicopters that we use fishing line to hang, we think just makes the displays look pretty cool. So these are sets that we'd like to display more in the open because they do look great. A couple other sets that we have in storage yet to build, Rivendell. We've got the old garage there and this other Bricklink Paris Street. So there's a lot of work still left for us to do. We've got some Monkey Kid stuff here too. Not usually the type of sets that we buy, but every once in a while there's a set that just kind of speaks to us for whatever reason, and it was an enjoyable build, so we do like having that one. So there you go, guys. That's our collection as of 2024 for the most part. Again, there's a lot of sets here. Let us know in the comments what your thoughts are. If you have any recommendations for how we should change up the display. Like I said, it's always a work in progress. It's a constant battle between dust and lack of room, and Lego always releasing great new sets and us finding old sets on sale on local classifieds and so on and so forth. So this is our collection. We're really happy with it. It was a great year. We're excited for 2025. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed us displaying our collection, and Happy New Year to everyone. We'll see you all in 2025.
Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next year.